Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new Minecraft tutorial. Today we are going to be building an amazing castle for your Minecraft worlds. This castle features an amazing courtyard, a wraparound balcony, 4 separate towers all with sleeping areas inside of them, and an awesome bridge at the front entrance. Without any further ado, let's get into building this. Okay guys, so before we start building, you're going to need an 18 by 18 block plot. This way you can make sure you can fit this entire castle into your world. And I've marked that out just here, and we're going to be using some stone bricks to start. Okay, so you're going to want to come to one of the corners of your 18 by 18 plot, and we're going to jump 1, 2, and on the third diagonal block in, place 1. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. We should have 4 stone bricks. We're then going to turn it, place 3 more, 1, 2, 3, turn it again, 1, 2, 3, and 2 in the middle, making a 4 by 4 square, just like so. Okay, we're then going to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 7th block, place 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should have 2 blocks gap at the end. Okay, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2. And from the top, this is what we should have. These are going to be towers on the front of our castle. Now, to the side, we're going to jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And of course, do the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make a 4 by 4 square just at the back as well. Okay, perfect. And we can do exactly the same just here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and join the 2 in the center. So from above, this is what we should have. Okay, so now we're going to take these up by 7 blocks. So they should be 8 in height when we are done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks high. Okay, we're going to do that for all 4 corners of each tower, and they should, like I said, have been 8 in height. We'll recount after this one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to do this for all 3 of the other towers. Okay, perfecto. So, moving to the front, we're now going to join at the tops of all of these columns. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And of course, we could do that for the rest of these towers. And how is your guys' day doing? Hopefully, you've had some fabulous days, you know, whether that's been at school or work, or you've just been at home chilling. If your day hasn't been too good, hopefully tomorrow is a better day. And you know, all you can do is be positive and hope for the best. Now, simply, we're going to fill in all of these gaps with our stone bricks, so getting all these filled in, and we should have completely solid walls around all 4 of our towers. Okie dokie, so now all of our 4 towers are completed. We're going to be using our stone bricks once again, and we're going to jump 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block in, on our front 2 towers, place a block, bring these all the way along, and take this up 4 more blocks, making this 5 in height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, taking it along the top, and we can completely fill this in. Okay, and these are going to be a little bit different on either side. Okay, so for our first one, it's on the furthest block back on our towers. For the rest, we're going to be jumping 1 block back and then placing our wall. Okay, so 1 block back, placing our wall, 1 block back, placing our wall along, and from the top, you should have something looking a little like this. So you know you've done it right if you can see these tiny little corner blocks kind of sticking out on a diagonal from our wall. And just like this one, we're going to take these up 4 more blocks, making them 5 in height. Okay, so we're now going to be grabbing our stone brick stairs. Okay, and now we're going to make the little kind of castle-y looking struts at the top of our towers. So on all 4 corners of each tower, we're going to place a stone brick like this. Bam, bam. Perfect. We can do this on all 3 of the others, just like this. And these are kind of going to be like the corner support blocks, and then the stairs will go in between these and make our funky looking shapes. So to do it, we simply grab our brick stairs. We go facing inwards to the block and place 1. We then turn and place another facing inwards. So you kind of have this half block gap in between, and this is what you get. And it actually looks very, very nice, and definitely looks like a pretty realistic castle tower. Which I like about it. And you know, it's not always easy to get the perfect kind of shape you want in Minecraft, but this does work pretty well, especially for the top of a castle. So we're going to get this done for both the other 2 of our towers. Okay, so now this is done, we're going to be placing the exact same pattern on top of our 5 block walls. Okay, so the first one is going to be facing inwards on the end. Bam. We can then do exactly the same on the other side and work our way placing them the opposite direction as we reach the middle. In the middle, they should meet perfectly, and we should be forming this shape. We can do exactly the same on all of the other walls because, of course, they're all 5 blocks long. Bam, 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 and bam. Perfect. And as you see, they line up completely perfect. Like I said, we are working with an even shape for this castle, which actually makes building it a lot easier than if we were on an odd shape, you know, funnily enough. And I like it. I absolutely love it. Now to kind of carve out the front gate entrance for our castle. Now let's remove 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks like so. 1 block in from either side. Perfect. We can now move the 2 blocks on the middle. And on the 4th block up, we're going to place a stair facing inwards either side like this. We can then break the 2 blocks above this in the center and place 1 facing inwards and 2 stair facing inwards, giving us this awesome arch shape at the front of our castle. We can then go in and grab ourselves our cobblestone and connect the 2 sides of our door entrance with this, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone like so. We're now going to be heading on to the inside, and as you can see, this is going to be the main courtyard we are going to be working with. But we do need to actually break some door entrances so we can access each 4 of our towers. Now for the back 2 corners, we're going to be breaking 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, giving you access to your tower. The other side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 6 blocks in total. Access to your tower. And for these front 2, they're a little bit different, but not by much. Okay, on our front wall, we're going to break 2. Okay, behind this, another 1, 2. And you should have a little zigzag pattern giving you access to your front tower. Okay, and on the other side, it's exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you should be able to get access into the tower. Okay, perfect. We're now going to be going in and grabbing ourselves some spruce wooden planks and some spruce wooden slabs. Okay, now with our slabs, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block on the top, place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 spruce wood slabs. We can then place another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and take it over 7 on this row, like this, and do exactly the same on the other side. So let's count up 1, 2, 3 on the 4th block, bang, 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 all the way along, and then we can place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, on the back, we're simply going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and from the top, we should have something a little like this. Okay, now on our back little row of spruce, we can remove 1 block in, and this is going to be where our ladder goes. In fact, you can place that in just now. 1, 2, 3, like this, giving us access to the top floor. With our spruce wooden planks, we're going to be making the floor for these little areas, so we'll be able to, you know, get up onto the top of our turrets. We're going to do this 2 blocks down, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so you should have 1 full block, and then your stairs above the planks. Okay, and we're going to do this for each and every one of our towers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, moving over. And again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Nearly missed that one just there. Oh, and I did miss this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. From the top, we should have something looking a little like this. Okie dokie. So now we're going to be using some spruce wood trapdoors and some ladders. Simply, we're going to jump down into our courtyard area on top of our spruce wood slabs. And we're going to grab ourselves a full block. Of any block of your choice, I'm just going to use the stone bricks. And we're going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, each side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like this. Then on front of these, we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 trapdoors and flickety-flicking them all the way down and removing the blocks behind them just like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flick, 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 and flick. Remove all of these, and we should have this. Now, for this back section, we're going to be turning facing the doorway, placing 1, 2, 3, and 4, and flicking them up so they sit flush on the corner, and you should have this from the other side. I think this looks super, super nice, and is definitely a nice little effect to have in our castle. Next up, we're going to be grabbing our spruce wooden trapdoors, and we're going to be jumping in just here. It's a little bit dark, but we're going to be removing this corner just like that. We're going to do exactly the same on this side. Bam. Perfect. And on the backs, we're going to also be removing 1 block in the backhand corner of each turret, and this is going to make room for our ladders going all the way to the top. Speaking of our ladders, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, okay? And we're going to do this for all other 3 of our turrets. Okay, now grabbing our spruce wood trapdoors, counting 1, 2, 3 on the 3rd block, we're going to place 1, 2, and 3. Making a little floor, and this will later on have our beds on these, okay? And we're going to do this once again for all other 3 of our turrets. Okay, perfect. So we should have floors in each of our towers. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of texturing in our courtyard. And for this, we're going to be using some spruce wood trapdoors, some granite blocks, some coarse dirt, some stripped spruce wood, some hay bales, and some spruce planks. Okay, now simply I'm going to start by removing all of our grass in the courtyard area and replacing it with coarse dirt. Okie dokie. So now, as you can see, I've left these corner blocks just grass, okay? And these are the blocks underneath this corner section of stone brick. This is because we're going to be removing the grass in these sections and replacing them with spruce wooden planks, okay? And we're going to do this for all other 4 sides, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and replacing these with our planks. And this is because on the inside, we don't really want dirt. We would rather have something more sturdy, like our wooden blocks. We're going to place 2 blocks just here and place trapdoors on the other side of them, okay? Kind of making a little more normal door entrance because on a diagonal, it kind of looks a little funky. 2 full blocks and spruce. Just like this, removing the blocks, and we now have our little door entrance. I think that does look pretty cool. Now, we're going to start texturing the floor to kind of mix some other blocks in with our coarse dirt. Granite and spruce stripped wood, okay? We're going to use some hay bales as well. And we're simply going to be removing random blocks and replacing them with our granite, okay? And this really does have to be random. I can't stress that enough. If you do it in a pattern, it kind of looks a bit too natural. But as you can see, I'm just going around, placing them wherever I pretty much feel necessary. And you know, it's always down to the person placing them. So that looks pretty good. Maybe a few more just like this. We can then go in with our stripped spruce wood logs and do exactly the same, kind of evening out the texturing like this. Maybe a few more over here. Bam, bam, bam. I think we should be pretty good to go. Something a little like that. And we're also going to go in with our hay bales and kind of place them randomly also. Perfect. And maybe one over here. Sideways. Like this. And yeah, as you can see, pretty natural looking. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. We can now grab ourselves some barrels and a campfire. And let's see here. We're going to jump in 1 block, 2 blocks, another block, remove this block, and place ourselves a campfire in the ground just like this. We can then grab our barrels and let's move to the back and place one like this. We'll place one facing up like so. We can then place another one removing this trapdoor like that. Maybe we'll place a sideways one just here. And we'll place another on top in the center. And you should have something looking a little like this. Now to this side, we're going to place another barrel just kind of on the floor, lingering like that. And now we can dig up some of the blocks on the floor and just start placing some spruce wood trapdoors in these. That should be just fine. Not too many, just enough to kind of have them mixed into the palette. We could also maybe place them on a different level as well to kind of give the ground a little bit more depth than it actually already had. Now going in and grabbing ourselves a lantern, we can place this on top of our barrel just here, admitting a nice little light source. We can actually now move out to the... Oh my goodness, this dude appears in every one of my videos. I'm not even kidding. Hello, Mr. Traveler. How are you doing? I think he just wants to live in all of the houses we'd be building. He brings these llamas everywhere, and now he's going to move on to an unknown destination. That is so funny. Honestly, he did appear in like my apartment tutorial. He just loves it. I think he just loves it. So at the front of our house, or our castle even. Oh, he's going to get in the way now. Buddy. Come on now. Okay, so the traveler, I guess he just left. I don't know what happened. We definitely didn't kill him. Anyway, at the front of the castle, we're going to be removing all of these grass blocks. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 in front of our castle, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to each side. Okay, so we're going to be doing this all the way along like this, getting all of this gone. Oh, didn't mean to remove that. So we should have something like this now. And now under our castle on the dirt blocks, we're going to be replacing these with some stone bricks all the way around like so. Okay, so everything under the castle should be stone brick. And on the front, we're going to be removing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from the top, we should have this going on. We are now going to be grabbing some andesite, some coarse dirt, some stripped spruce logs, and some trap doors. Okay, now we're going to be texturing the bottom of this because we are going to have water here, and we want it to look a little bit more interesting than this. So once again, I'm going to replace it all with coarse dirt just because it is a little bit easier to kind of see what you're doing when all the dirt is coarse. And like I said, it is easier for me personally. It may not be for you, but removing all of the dirt with coarse dirt kind of gives me an idea of where I need to go next with my texturing. Now we're going to simply mix in some stripped spruce logs into the mix like this. This should be pretty good. Maybe one just here Do exactly the same on this side. Bam, bam. Placey, placey. We're then just going to throw some andesite in as well. And like I said, it's all supposed to be completely random. And yeah, let's have a look. We just place one on the end. And we should have something looking a little like this. I do like that indeed. Now, with our spruce trapdoors, the middle 2 blocks, we're going to place 1 and 2, okay, and bring them forward. 1, 2, and 3. We can then remove the 2 blocks in front of these and place those in as well. We can actually probably remove the floor blocks and replace those with stripped logs like so. Okay, perfect. Now, on each side, we're going to be removing 1, 2, and 3 and replacing these with andesite. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 andesite. And we can do exactly the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and get those down like this. We're now going to take these all the way back. So let's remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, and replace these blocks with andesite. And now it's pretty simple. We're going to make a 2-block wide path of andesite around the entire castle. Okay, so our andesite path is down. And now what is left is to simply go in and grab ourselves some water buckets. And we're going to start placing water in this entire gap. So let's get that placed. And this, I'm pretty sure, is called a moat in real life, right? The thing that kind of surrounds the castle in the olden days to, I guess, stop people getting in. And then the drawbridge kind of went below that. Let's get all of this in under the trapdoors. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called a moat. I think it just looks really, really nice in front of our castle. Now, we need to be making our big front castle door. And for that, we're going to be using spruce wooden trapdoors. We're going to grab a full block. I'm just going to pick up our coarse dirt. And 1 block away, place 1, 2, and 3. And next to this, another 1, 2, and 3. Okay, on this side, we're going to leave a 1-block gap and place 1, 2, and 3. We're simply going to be placing spruce trapdoors on the front of all of these blocks, flicking them up, and then, of course, once we are done with that, we can jump on the inside and remove our marker blocks, and we should hopefully have a very, very nice looking door. Now, what is left on the front of our build is to grab ourselves some path blocks, okay? Otherwise, you could just grab yourself a shovel and use grass and kind of shovel that up. We're going to removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and just simply placing the path blocks in their place, joining on to the ends of our andesite and the end of our drawbridge, okay? And this is what we should have from the front, looking absolutely fancy. Okay, so this is the part where we have to start adding some details to our pretty plain castle walls. And for this, we're going to be using some stone brick stairs, and for the front, some spruce wooden fences. And I'm going to talk you through this first turret, and the rest are pretty much randomly placed. So for the front, we're going to be making this kind of indent into the walls because, you know, we kind of want to make our castle look like it has been used and worn through the centuries. Okay, so we're going to start off here by coming in, let's see, 1 block and jumping down. So we should have 2 blocks here. I'm going to place an upside down stair like so. Okay, 1 block diagonal from this. We're going to remove 1, 2, and 3 blocks and place a normal facing stair just like this. Okay, we can then remove the block next to this, bam, and bam, 1 down. Then here we can place ourselves, let's see, actually, let's remove this block too and place a facing inward stair like this. I think that works pretty well, and we can then cover this block back up like so, giving us this shape in the wall. We can then break 1 block diagonal and place a stair facing this way, and another block diagonal inwards and place another stair facing the exact same way. Okay, and this is what we should have so far. And as you can see, you can kind of see on the inside of the castle, and it looks pretty cool, in my opinion. 1 block diagonal from this stair, we're going to remove another block and place a stair like this. And on top of this, remove this block and have one facing the other way. A lot of removing blocks and replacing them with stairs, if I might add, but that is just kind of how we're going to get this awesome look to our castle. On top of this block just here, remove these 2, and we're going to place 1 normal facing and 1 upside down above this on the corner of our build. Okay, 1, 2, and on the 3rd block in from the bottom, we're going to place an upside down stair like this. Okay, and then on this level with the stair on this side, we're going to break 1, 2, and on the 3rd block, bosh, and we can place 1 facing our inside just like this. And that is this first side of the castle finished. We're going to add our spruce wood fence 1 and 2 connecting on both sides to kind of look like the inner scaffolding of the building is showing. We could then, I guess, do this side as well. So we're going to grab ourselves the stone brick stairs. On the bottom, jump 1 block in, place an upside down stair, remove this block on top, place ourselves a spruce wooden fence, and 1 block diagonal, place another upside down stair just like this. Okay, on the same level, remove 1 and 2 to the side. Normal facing stair. Upside down facing stair like this. On the next level, remove the second block in and place one facing inwards, giving us a little gap so we can see on the inside, which I think is pretty cool. 1 block diagonal up on the next level. We're going to do that but facing the other way, so you kind of have like a little diagonal bow tie of holes, which is pretty nice. Same level, remove this one, place one facing the side like this. Okay, and then on the next level up, we're going to place one normal facing, 1 block diagonal, another normal facing, and this is what we should have. Now for the rest of the build, simply it's just got to be random, I'm afraid, and you should be able to go around and kind of just start placing these in, and you will start to see, it takes shape, and a lot of different shapes will appear in your walls. Like I'm doing here, I'm just placing them very, very randomly at different kind of points in the wall. You don't want to place too many, just kind of balance it out, and only you will be able to tell how you need to be doing that, because it's your castle. At the end of the day, you kind of make however many holes you feel necessary. Okay, so I am completely finished kind of breaking and replacing some blocks with upside down and different facing stairs. As you can see around my castle, it's all very, very different, and I tried to spread them out as randomly as possible to get the look I was kind of after. Now next, it's another kind of case of breaking and replacing. We're going to be using some mossy stone bricks and some andesite to kind of retexture our boring looking plain stone brick. As you can see over here, I've just mixed it in a lot, and we're going to be doing exactly the same over on this side. Okay, so let's start breaking and replacing some andesite just in here, and like I said, you want this to be a random process. You don't want to have the same blocks lurking everywhere, because it kind of just looks, like I said, boring. Let's add some mossy stone in at the bottom, and maybe just here. I'm kind of going to go with mossy stone more around the bottoms, because that's where the water is. It would get damp, moss would kind of form, and I kind of want it to be as realistic as possible. Place 2 just like this, and add a little more andesite as we go up. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to keep doing this around my build, and hopefully you guys will be doing the same, and we'll have an awesome result in the end. Oh, okay, so I am finally finished retexturing my castle. Hopefully you guys got on just fine and have managed to get that done as well. As you can see, I've simply replaced blocks with andesite and mossy cobblestone, and I'm pretty happy with my result. This castle is different to that castle, and your castle should also be different to my castle, and that is the best thing about this build. Next on the agenda is to grab some spruce leaves and some oak leaves, and we're simply going to be placing these in the corner of our sides and back, and kind of building them up to make like bushes kind of surrounding the castle. We can bring them out just like this onto the path as well, and the point is we're mixing in the oak and spruce to kind of give a nice little color difference, something like that. And we're going to go around and do this on the back as well. But let me know in the comment section below how your day has been going, and if you're enjoying this video, or if you're enjoying any of my videos. In fact, I'm very, very interested to find out. That looks pretty good, and we can do that on this side as well. Bam, bam. Add some spruce leaves in there. And, yeah, just get a nice even balance like that. We could place... No, I think that's fine. And then we can just do something like so. We can now go in and grab ourselves maybe some grass, ferns, a little white plant. We can then grab some tall grass, some roses, and some large ferns. And we're going to be throwing these in the mix as well. Let's place that there. Maybe a fern. Bam. And bam. Also placing these randomly to make them look a little bit more natural, you feel me? We don't want them looking like someone just came along and slapped them down. I mean, someone is just coming along and doing that, but they don't need to know that. A little rose bush, maybe here. Bang, bang. Large fern, white flower, and a grass. Perfect. We can also go in and grab ourselves some vines. And we're just going to be placing these along the top and downwards. We don't want that there. We want that here. Why are you no place? Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. They're supposed to look pretty random anyhows, and that looks pretty good. Just to kind of make it look like this castle's been here for years and years, and no one's really taking care of it. The vines are kind of just growing and growing, and getting a little bit crazy bananas and out of control. Let's place that there. This all the way up. That looks very, very nice. And then over on this side turret, on that castle over there, I actually did place them like here. And, just to kind of show that it is moving in to the main section of the castle. I think that looks pretty sweet. We're going to go in now and grab ourselves some spruce wood trapdoors. And we're kind of just going to place these randomly on our, little slab area. Because I just think it looks nice to kind of have like this little area raised up. I don't know. It just kind of adds for more texturing and makes our castle look a lot more interesting. We can also go in with some seagrass and place this in our moat or our little water area. And, you know, that looks very, very nice. I'm so happy with this kind of feature that they added in 1.13. I just think adding grass underwater looks pretty fantastic. Now, as furniture goes, there isn't really much to do because there isn't so much inside space, but we are going to be placing some things that include some torches, some chests, crafting table, furnace, and a red bed. Our torches, they're just going to go on the front of our castle like this to kind of give a little bit of lighting on the outside area. Our crafting table and our furnace can go on our second level like this, just next to each other, and you know, it's not too much. You could even place 2 furnaces if you would like to. Our chests, on the other hand, are going to be going on the top of each and every one of our towers. You could even place a double chest if that's maybe something you were interested in, but I was thinking you kind of keep some arrows or some weapons, and if you were defending yourself from other players, you kind of use the bow and arrow from up here. Going down into the tower now, we are going to be placing ourselves a bed, okay, and let's get that placed like this. We can then do that in every single tower. Okay, our beds are placed in all of our towers, and that is actually it for this castle tutorial. What do you guys think? I put a lot of work into this, you know, trying to make it look as realistic as possible without having to make the tutorial too complex. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and comment down below telling me what I should build in my next and upcoming videos. Subscribe if you are new around here and turn the notifications on so you're notified every time I upload a tutorial. That being said, I love you all so much. Hopefully you've had a great day. Stay creative, stay positive, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.